A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, one of the great stories of all time. One of the stories that you cannot imagine the world without this story in it. It's a ghost story, it's a Christmas story, and it's a story of transformation of a miserable old git called Ebenezer Scrooge. Isn't it a wonderful name? Dickens is fabulous with names. They've got some great names in here. Ebenezer Scrooge. And the Fezziwigs. Think of the contrast with it. Scrooge sounds all horrible and negative. Mrs. Fezziwig, she sounds all sort of Fezziwig. You've got to enjoy that sort of thing about Dickens. Dickens's names, Dickens's language. Dickens is simply fun to read. We're going to read the very first sentence or two of this novel, novella, let's call it a novella, just to get into the idea. Wonderful opening sentence. Marley was dead, to begin with. What? If somebody's dead, he's usually dead. Do you know what I mean? Marley was dead, comma, to begin with. Well, it's to begin with because he's not dead. He's going to come back as a ghost. Marley was dead to begin with. And then Dickens has a whole paragraph which you've got to find amusing. It's not real. It's setting the tone. It's funny. There's no doubt whatever about that. The register of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it, and Scrooge's name was good upon change for anything he chose to put his hand to. Old Marley was dead as a doornail. Now, that's just 5 lines, and he's done everything here. He's established dead, and all the people, the bureaucracy that had to sign off this death, including, and we get the first mention of Scrooge. And the first mention of Scrooge is, if you like, positive, because his signature is worth something on change. That means the exchange, like we have today, the stock exchange. He's putting it straight into the context of business and money. And Scrooge's name was good. We thought Scrooge is a funny name. Well, wait a minute. He will come out as more negative. Old Marley was dead as a doornail. We have no idea who Old Marley is. We have no idea who Scrooge is. But then we have, at the beginning of the second paragraph, something amazing. Mind, he says, with an exclamation mark. I don't mean to say that I know of my own knowledge what there is particularly dead about a doornail. I might have been inclined myself to regard a coffin nail as the deadest piece of ironmongery in the trade, but the wisdom of our ancestors is in the simile, and my unhallowed hands shall not disturb it, or the country's done for. You will, therefore, permit me to repeat emphatically that Marley was dead as a doornail. Got it? He could have just written Marley was dead. That's the fun of Dickens. Because what he has established here is really fun. It's that there's I, and I'm telling you the story, and there's you, and you're with me on the story. You're sharing the story with me. And if we don't establish that kind of give and take, the country's done for. Because, things could fall apart very easily. And this I that he introduces, the narratorial persona, don't see it as Dickens himself. It's an authorial persona. The authorial or narrative I who's telling you this story.